Right now, Aaron Katersky joins us following this story on North Korea. Good morning, Aaron Katersky.
Well, good morning. Tony Kim was teaching at Pyongyang University when he was leaving the country on a flight to China, detained at the airport for an unknown reason. The school said it had nothing to do with his teaching post, but rather some kind of investigation. And so now Pyongyang University of Science and Technology can only say that that it cannot comment and that it wasn't related to his teaching work. Life on campus continues as normal, but there are matters that are not connected with the university that apparently he's being investigated for. We know that North Koreans do this just to gain political leverage sometimes. It comes at a time of high provocation. We know that over the weekend, North Korea threatened to take out an American aircraft carrier as the U.S. and Japan conduct naval exercises. So this guy sounds like a pawn, frankly, in whatever North Korea's game is.
So this is now the third U.S. citizen that they're being held?
Third U.S. citizen, including a Virginia college student, University of Virginia college student, Otto Warmbier, who was sentenced to hard labor for trying to take a political poster off a hotel wall. So crime and punishment didn't seem to equate, but it's North Korea, so who really knows? And the reason for Tony Kim's detention, again, we just don't know. And the Swedish embassy, which was kind of handling the case on behalf of the U.S., which does not have diplomatic relations, said they know that the guy was detained. They just don't know much beyond that.
Has the White House said anything about this?
Well, we heard today from Nikki Haley. She says that the North Korea is trying to show strength at home by detaining another U.S. citizen. But she said that North Korea has been playing games from the beginning, and what the U.S. and China are doing to apply pressure on Pyongyang seems to be working. The UN Security Council is going to have a meeting on North Korea at the end of the week. We understand the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, may be in the chair for that. We're not sure. But, that may, go a long way into just ratcheting up the rhetoric even further, at least the diplomatic pressure.
Yeah, I remember that student who got in trouble for ripping that poster off the wall. That's been a couple years now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been at least a year. So now there's 3 Americans that are detained. And, we don't know whether he actually did anything or whether, again, he was just a target of opportunity for the North Koreans. But Ambassador Haley said the U.S. would work with China to negotiate his release.
There you go. Aaron Katersky, thanks for keeping us up to date.
Okay.
8:23 here, Big 550 KTRS. One more little note from last week. Aaron Hernandez, the football player who committed suicide, left a note to his daughter and to his girlfriend. We don't know what the note said, but we also know that he unlike in magic marker, he wrote John 3:16 on his forehead. The contents of the note or the suicide note, if you will, have not been released. But they are the John 3:16 was written on his head, presumably by him, and we know that his family has donated his brain to research to see if he is suffering from CTE. I know many people sort of laugh at that, but remember, CTE, one of the effects of CTE is violence and suicidal tendencies. So I'll be interested to see what that result says when they come back with the brain. But that's the latest there. It's 8:24 here, Big 550,